Hey everybody, how's it going? Merciless here with the Merciless opinion. Let's get this rolling here. There goes not wanting to do my tablet's being doing the thing it does. Let me pull the comments up here, and we'll get rolling right into it as soon as I can get everything set back up. The Merciless Opinion, episode 12. I am your host, Sir Merciless. Viewer discretion is advised. That is your warning, and we're gonna get into it. I'm actually gonna give it a little bit of time, let some people hop in, see how everybody's doing. Tonight is open topic night. So Wednesdays and Thursdays they're kind of both on the chopping board there because I don't hate going live every night. I would hate for you guys to get tired of listening to me every night. That's why right now it's just Sundays and Tuesdays. And tonight's open topic night. Give me what you got, comments, viewers, whatever is on your mind. Let's talk about it for a minute. And if you'd like, I can start leading off with the discussion. Which would kind of be like a kickback to my dude, See the Ghost, Snipe, City of Cons, whatever he feels like going by on that particular evening. I know I have a hectic schedule for you guys to kind of keep up with, and everybody that does show up each and every night, I greatly appreciate it. It shows that maybe I'm doing something right. Uh, but if there's any moment in time that you guys think that I should probably step back, uh, which I mean, I'm giving it a thought myself. Just because I want to be able to do some researching. Sorry about all that dead air there. My producer is throwing a fit for some reason. And I just wanted to deal with that short for a couple of moments. Are you sure you... Just so you know, that's recorded. All that attitude and sass you've been throwing at me. What's going on, big boys?
Congratulations, you came in on attitude too.
Man, you about to make me cut this stream off and do some terrible things today. Hope you got to feeling better. I know you said you're feeling a little better. Glad you're here. Check the doors on the center console center. Entertainment center. Shit. I'll get it right here in a minute. Yes, sir. All good now. What is that? That a pill? Took you some happy medicine, huh? I'll be wowing at me. You're the one that lost your laptop, not me.
I didn't lose it. People can't keep their hands off my
So I guess the first topic we're going to lead off with is blaming people for losing your stuff.
I swear
You should always know where your important things are. Your important texts, your chargers,
your vape, your wallet, your license.
My license is in my wallet.
Oh, how about your truck keys or your vehicle keys to go to work?
My truck keys right here. My wallet's right here. My license is there. Car keys are in the car.
And where are they normally? I have to find
Right
them.
here. Right here. In the car.
I have to find them. Or my yesterday pants. Have you seen them? Well, gee, I'm pretty sure they went to the laundry where dirty clothes go. Motherfuckers taking my shit. So you really want to start this blinking?
Again?
What are you doing, blinking and hoping it's underneath there?
It's right under there. I'm looking at it.
You're not looking at it.
You're right.
You're not looking at it.
Could have been. Is it over there underneath the flag and all that?
I thought it was over here in this corner.
Why would it be in my corner?
Because I had it sitting on top of one of these baskets.
Well, check it in the basket.
I am checking it in the basket.
Man. Alright, let's get into it. What you got for me tonight, man?
You do you, boo-boo.
Yeah, you do you, boo-boo. Shit gonna be the reason I get banned off this platform.
Yeah, probably.
She don't know how to watch her language.
If I could watch it, it wouldn't be flying out of my mouth.
Guess we'll go with that. What are you moving now? Man. I'm gonna get me a GoPro and just video record her one day just so you guys see what I gotta deal with.
You must love it. You deal with it every day. You seem to stay with it, so clearly wouldn't change something about me. I feel like I have went 100% crazy at this point.
You
I
are.
know- I know it was in here.
Yeah, it was in there.
It still
It
is.
was over yonder.
That's what I thought.
It ain't over here. Ain't over here nowhere. I want to talk about what in the world? Charger mode? Oh no. I didn't unplug everything, did I?
It's fine. I'll just go hibernate in Beverly's room.
I'm going to talk about what is the lastest disposable vape on the market. As disposable vapes, I'm not 100% sure of but people do like that. What is it called? The bar. It's just called the bar. I see quite a few people when I go to the vape store. I see quite a few people running in and grabbing that. So that uh, I don't know if it's the longest lasting. Maybe it just has the best flavor. As far as I'm concerned, I do an actual coil vape, and you know, these coils, depending on how you use them. If you use them on the lowest setting, I imagine I could get it to last a little longer. But this one here, it, the coil itself would last me about a week, maybe a week and a few days, and I'm not easy on them. So if I were to actually turn down the setting, which I think I got it set in between the lowest and the highest it goes, so I think the highest was 140 on it, and the lowest recommended is 80. No, the best wattage is from 100 to 120. I set mine at 100, but the lowest recommended is 80 on it. The highest is 140, I believe. Yeah, 140. Those are the two. The the uh, the range is got. It's got like a 60 watt range, but it says the best on this coil is 100 to 120. Um, and for those that have tried the coil vapes, the modded vapes, that you can't get into it, maybe it was how you were setting yourself up with it. Because with these, what you're supposed to do is you take this coil and you're supposed to prep it by going ahead and putting some juice in it, letting it soak it up, and then when you put it in and fill your tank up, you're supposed to let it sit for about 10 minutes. That way it completely soaks through and you don't get like a dry hit on it. And another thing you can do is you take your airflow, and you will want to close it slightly when you first put it in. Take a couple of dry hits on it, get it ready. Actually, I would recommend almost closed. That way you're getting the air through there and getting the juice coming through. Kind of like that. It's like a tougher hit, but you'll take a couple of dry hits, and then you'll set your airflow to however you want it. Like if I keep it like that, almost closed, I'm not going to get a lot of vape out of it. And yeah, that's almost closed. And you open it all the way up. And it's almost like making a cloud, man. Yeah, as far as disposable vapes, I'm not sure of. They can come or go as they please, I guess. Yes, because I needed. Oh my god. But I guess if you want to, we can kind of check it out and see what the people say about it. Like that's just my opinion on it. I've tried a couple of the disposable ones, like the Views, and what was the other little one that came out? Blue. I tried both of those. Um, I like the way Blue was compared to Views, but Views did last longer than Blue did. That was when I decided, I'm just gonna swap over to a modded vape. That was before all these fancy ones came out. And it seems a little quiet this evening. And this is what I was going on about, viewer fatigue. I don't want people getting like, man, this guy again. No, I want them kind of excited to, see that hop on. So we'll probably keep this one a little short. I know that you didn't have the best of days today, bag boys, and I'm sorry about that. Wish I could do more than just say I'm sorry. But I can't. And that's all I can really give you, man, is a sorry you had a bad day. Um, oh my. Be laughing at me, man. My charger's unplugged. Uh-oh. That's not good. That never good. Put this back up real quick. There we go. I ain't even started, man. Like I'm gonna start on that probably Friday night, maybe even Saturday. That way I can dedicate like a whole day to it. Friday night I'll probably jump on to. I didn't even watch Joe Dirt 2, man. But yeah, Friday night I'll probably be jumping on like Guild Wars 2 or Phantasy Star Online. I think there was another game I looked at to kind of, just oh yeah, I was considering getting Dead by Daylight. That's what it was. Cause it's only like $8 right now on Steam. I'd like to talk about how Joe Dirt 2 got low ratings. Like I said, I didn't even watch Joe Dirt 2. I didn't even know there was a Joe Dirt 2. If you don't mind, I'm gonna kind of look that up. Joe Dirt 2. No, I haven't even watched it, man. Rotten Tomatoes. Rotten Tomatoes. So disappointing. Joe Dirt 2, The Beautiful Loser. Rotten Tomatoes. Wow. Wow. I don't care. Continue the site. I got a 10%. That's only got 10 reviews on the tomato meter though, so let's and at 25. Let me do this real quick. There we go. That way you guys can kind of see what's going on. Hush. Glad you're here, man. We're actually gonna go look at Joe Dirt 2 because I ain't ever watched it. So I'm actually going to look at these reviews. Somebody's extremely disappointed that it got such a low rating, which out of 10 reviews, it got a 10%. Out of 2,500 plus ratings, it only got a 21%. So that's an audience score. So that's what people felt about it. Let's read some of these reviews here. I have a deep, possibly indefensible love for Joe Dirt, but 14 years later, this did not need to happen by any stretch of the imagination. So it came. Oh, okay, it came out 14 years later. Yeah, that definitely probably should have came out before 14 years later. I'm cooking, but I'll try to stay up in the podcast. You're good, man. Do your thing. What you cooking though? Anyone who enjoyed the original will enjoy spending a little more time with Joe and his band of merry widows. Does it have the same cast? Not a good film. In fact, it's utterly terrible. A 1 out of 10. You'd think after 14 years they'd have more than stale fart jokes and weak callbacks to bits that weren't funny in the first place. A 1 out of 5. And come on. You loved it? At an egregious 106 minutes. That's almost 2 hours long, man. Joe Dirt 2 feels like a director's cut where every single moment of footage was carefully preserved, no matter how pointless or unfunny or digressive it might be. Obviously not as good as the first. A pointless sequel isn't funny, lots of profanity and crude humor, but even by the rather lofty modern standards of cynical, pointless cash-ins, Joe Dirt 2 is pronounced a sequel to a mild hit from nearly 15 years ago that even its most ardent defenders would be hard-pressed to justify precisely as good as it sounds. Uh, beautiful, beautiful losers. Uh, so much is random and lame here, handed little consideration before being committed to a hard drive. Joe Dirt 2 is an awful film, absolutely unwatchable and depressing. Sometimes the cast doesn't seem so sure it's a real movie, and especially for the first act, it feels like they shot everything in one take and left them all in the movie. Maybe they were afraid to yell cut. Like, I gotta go back. Does it have the original cast? Like, I see that David Spade in it. Let's see the cast. Images. Like, I want to, like, a whole. I just want to. Alright, okay, let's go to all. Joe Dirty 2. Cast. Alright, so. Okay. Dennis Miller. These two I don't think were in the original. I'm not sure Dennis Miller was. I don't think he was either. I know he wasn't. These three were in the original. Yeah, this one gave it a 2-star rating, IMDb. So that's alright. I guess you would have to have enjoyed the original one to even like the second one. So if you didn't enjoy the original one, you're not gonna like the second one. But if all they were doing was trying to, get a cash grab out of it, like maybe some nostalgia value out of it, they probably shouldn't have done like stale jokes and whatnot. I haven't seen it, so I really can't give you a review on it. I'm just going off of what other people have said. But the cast doesn't seem terrible, right? You got the main actor, the main actress, and Christopher Walken. He's always a good time to watch. Patrick Warburton. He's pretty funny in his own little way. As for these other folks, I'm not even like that name. Mark McGrath sounds familiar. Adam Beach does not. So yeah, I really am unsure of what to tell you on that one, man. It's just seems like one of those things people didn't enjoy going back to. It was definitely a different time back when the original Joe Dirt came out. So a lot of that kind of humor is pretty still about right now, and kind of lowbrow, and things of that nature. But yeah, there's my little take on Joe Dirt 2. If I ever watch it, I'll give it an actual review. Maybe. This ain't like really a movie review channel yet, but we're still in the progress of filling out what we want to do on certain days. So maybe I can throw one to that. It's obviously not as good as the first. Yet hardly any sequels are. There's only a few exceptions to that rule. Like maybe The Godfather 2 was better than The Godfather, or on equal setting, The Two Towers, Lord of the Rings. That was, in my opinion, better than Fellowship of the Ring. Now, as far as that goes, that's really all I can. I don't really like too many sequels. I like remakes if it makes sense to remake it. Like if it was like Gone with the Wind, that should never be remade. That's That's a true classic. Nosferatu, that doesn't need to be remade. Uh, let's see, there's a couple like Liar Liar that should probably never be remade. The remake of, or like the prequel to Dumb and Dumber, that the Dumb and Dumberer, yeah, that one, that one's kind of its own little genre of horrible. I had some laughs out of it, obviously. I've not seen the Dumb and Dumber 2, the actual sequel to Dumb and Dumber with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels in it. I've not sat down and watched that. The Lion King remake, yeah, the whole live action part of that was that one. You really, I haven't sat down and watched it. I was disappointed in the live action make of Aladdin, so I didn't want to waste my time with Lion King. Considering I liked Aladdin more than Lion King, anyways. Uh, the Lion King 2, it was okay. I mean, for what it was. The Lion King 1.5, now that one was pretty funny. With Timon and Pumbaa's vision on it, or their take on it. That one was pretty funny. Shoot, maybe we do need to do like a movie reviews. See if I can't work that in somewhere. Maybe not. Sit. Super Troopers. Meow. What do you say, meow? Right, meow. Not meow, but right, meow. Do I look like a cat to you? Part 2 was kind of meh. I ain't even watched Super Troopers 2. Scary Movie 2 I thought was better than the original Scary Movie. Scary Movie 2 is probably my favorite of the scary movies. But you can't follow that kind of recipe anymore. That was like a Wayans vision, and as soon as the Wayans cut out of it, you seen that they dropped in quality. So yeah, that was all the Wayans brothers writing their vision, their ideas for it, and it made it something special when they were doing it. But what it was, 4 or 5, they were no longer part of it. It was one of those. It might have been 5, because I think the older Wayne left before. I'm forgetting their names, man. You can tell I need some sleep. Whoever played Shorty, I think he was the last one to leave, because they had their older brother. He was more of the producer on quite a few of their films, and then the middle brother, he played Ray Ray, and then I think the younger brother played Shorty. And I think Shorty was the last one to leave the Scary Movie franchise. I could be wrong about all that too. I could just be talking mess. Like, yeah, you guys, if we don't really have much to talk about this evening, then I might have to cut it a little short tonight. And War Dogs, I've never seen it. War Dogs is a great movie that scored on Rotten Tomatoes again. At Rotten Tomatoes, they're not the end all be all to a movie. Like, yeah, sure, they give out scores, but I wouldn't just go by their ratings. I would look up like the actual rating. Who is it? Ebert and Roper. Ebert and Robert. Robert and Ebert. Like those two, they were like the movies that came out as I was growing up, and they rated. They always kind of scored low because I guess they were more of the classical kind of folks, and they weren't impressed with the CGI, green screen, the new kind of effects that were coming out. They weren't really impressed by it. Um, as far as Rotten Tomatoes, I am glad that it has the audience reviews with their reviews, because at least you get two different perspectives, like many different perspectives on one side, versus like a staff writing the reviews of the movies themselves. But yeah, I mean, if we ain't feeling it tonight, man, I've got no issues with cutting her loose and letting you guys enjoy your evenings. Uh, but if we got more to talk about, let's get to them. But if not, man, we can save it for Friday. Tomorrow, I'm unsure of what I'm gonna be doing. I might just do a whole game stream tomorrow.
Food.
It only made $77 million, but the Barbie movie made 700 plus million already. There are a lot of movies that confuse me with their box office hits. Like, what was it? It was the Black Adam was supposed to have broke a lot of records too, but a lot of people are saying it's pretty much just an action movie with The Rock in it, which he almost, and no offense to him, um, but he almost plays the same kind of character in every movie he's in. So the only exception to that would probably be the Tooth Fairy, and I didn't watch that one. I watched the one with Larry the Cable Guy. So like a lot of the superhero movies, I think, are on a downtrend. Wonder what Elvis done. I know it was hot. I wonder what Elvis done. I know it was hot. Like he was just a big star, anyways. Like I'd like to know, will actors eventually be out of business? Doesn't seem like we have any more great actors. Maybe. Wonder what Elvis was a hot commodity as he was coming up. He broke like a lot of taboo rules as he was coming up, so that's why he got so big so quick. Oh, okay, that movie. You're talking about the Elvis movie itself. I thought you was talking about Elvis himself. I'm not sure what that movie did either. I didn't go see it either. I'd like to know, will actors eventually be out of jobs? Uh, here's the thing: as we were younger, we got to see more kid actors because that's what more we watched. That was more of what we were paying attention to. But you're right. I mean, I've not heard like of any big child actors in like the past 4 or 5 years. Then again, I'm also in my 30s, so I don't really watch for child actors. People that we grow up watching. Like when I was growing up, there were quite a few of them. Like Miss Thomas should really be on camera to tell you about Mr. Elvis. You talking about my mom? Yeah, she's a real big Elvis fan. Or are you talking about the Mrs., the producer? Yes, sir. The mom, I got you. Who knows? Maybe one day I can do like a whole family thing, get everybody together, and I'll never forget about your mom and Elvis. Yeah, man, she had that whole. I hated Elvis. I felt like his voice is cringy. That's the wife. Yeah, my mom had a whole like glass cabinet full. It was like an Elvis shrine. So yeah, maybe one day I can work it out and get like all of us in here at once. Exception for the little one, where we don't really want her face on the internet at the moment. We're gonna let her make that decision when she gets older and wants to do it herself. Um, but as far as getting the wife and the mom on camera, I might can work something out with them and see if they're interested. Well, we can ask the wife right now. Are you interested on being camera? Being on camera at any point, doing anything with this show we got going? I know you can hear me.
That will be an unexpected visit.
An unexpected visit?
Yes, I will someday show my face.
You will someday show your face. Okay. Okay. He put an emoji on there. Looks like he's covering his eyes.
No, he's dabbing. Whatever that is that Damien and Logan and Kelly all do.
No, that's what you put on there, wasn't it? Yeah, you put that on there. Talking about Bag Boys, he just put one on there.
Oh, my phone just died.
But yeah, one day maybe you guys will get to meet the missus.
I can do the same.
Okay. Why don't you reach behind me?
I bought most of those.
Don't reach behind me. Sooner than later, tomorrow is not promised. Yeah, tomorrow's not promised, that's for sure. Just saying.
I don't know what the comments say. My phone just died.
Sooner than later, tomorrow is never promised.
On what? What's the comment before?
Him, emoji.
Oh.
I'd love to know who puts up with your mug. Yeah, me too. As far as you guys know, it's an AI voice I'm sitting there talking to.
You can't read half the comment and then leave me out of it.
I'd love to know who puts up with your mug. Are you not listening? I read the comments out loud. Yeah, it's just a soundboard. Just a soundboard.
I hear you. I'm sitting right here. I'm
I
cute.
feel like I'm gonna have to get like a voice recorder and just play it just for her.
Screw yourself.
Screw myself. Damn. Could just be a soundboard, man. I'm making everything I say up. You seem a bit tense. Me or her? I'm a little tense because a few things have come to light that I can't exactly say much about. At least not on screen. I'm not too tense, man. I'm just a little tired. We'll get over that by morning time. Maybe.
No. You've been cranky all day. And if you don't quit turning your chair, you're going to pull that cord straight out of the thing. It's right behind the chair.
That's fine.
Whatever.
But yeah, guys, I think I'm going to cut it for this evening. We've done a little short one tonight. Which is fine. You know, I need to figure out a way to cut out some time anyways. Tomorrow, not sure what we're doing. May stream a game, may do another podcast, live cast. But yeah, just in the meantime, know that you're loved. Love one another. Love yourselves. Take care of one another. Take care of yourselves. Y'all have a good evening, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow.